Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thanks for clicking on my video and joining me today. I'm really excited about this video. I did this painting a couple of months ago now, and I've only just got around to recording the commentary. That was sort of intentional, as I've made this painting as a housewarming gift for a good friend of mine called Kaylee. She's buying her very first home. She's moving in at the end of November, we hope, fingers crossed. So I wasn't planning to put this video up until after she'd collected the painting and moved into a new house. She hasn't seen the painting, but she's promised me she won't watch the video until she's collected the painting and her and her boyfriend have opened it together, so it's a surprise. She doesn't know what it looks like, but we did have a discussion about the colours that she wanted in general terms, not specifics, and also the technique that she liked. So she looked at various paintings that I've produced and she showed me her favourite technique, her favourite finish in terms of varnish, and the general colour scheme that she was looking for, and told me what the colour of the walls were in the bedroom where this painting will go. It's going to be hung above her headboard. So I had a pretty good idea about what I wanted this to look like, what colours I was going to use. She doesn't know really any more detail other than that it's a particular sort of tone of green and that she wanted a ribbon pour and the particular finish that I've put on this painting. So the colours that I'm using in this painting are all Winsor & Newton Galeria. They're all mixed with some Liquitex pouring medium and a little bit of warm water. There's no silicone. I'm not looking for cells, although inevitably I will get some because I've got some metallics in here. So the colours are from right to left in cup order: ivory black mixed with some sap green, pale olive, then sap green, then old gold, which is no longer available, and I'm pretty much down to the end of my pot, which is a disaster because I love the old gold, and gold mixed with some copper in the cup on the left, and the far left is titanium white. So as you can see, I'm carefully layering these paints in. I'm trying not to get them all mixed up, although some of the paints inevitably do. You can see on the left there, the white is slowly sinking down through. So some of the paints will sink down, but in theory, I've tried to do it really carefully so that each of the colours sits on top of each other. So the canvas that I'm using here is a shallow canvas that is 1 metre long by 1 foot high. This is going to be hung landscape. So it's a foot high and 1 metre long. So I'm just covering the corners a little bit with some of the paints, just in case I have any problems with struggling to get the paint over the edges. I'm so excited about her reaction to this. I hope she loves it as much as I do. Okay, here we go. I'm so glad I decided to put black in this. I didn't discuss that with Kaylee, but I think black often adds a really good dimension to a painting, especially when you're doing a ribbon pour. It can make it look really 3D. And what I'm not particularly pleased with is how the black and the gold on the right hand side have mixed together and become a bit of a greenish yellow. That's really common when you mix black and gold, but I thought I'd layered it in such a way that I wouldn't get too much mix in with those. But I will do something in a minute to rectify that bit that I'm not particularly happy with. So you can see I'm trying to pour quite a bit of that top right hand corner off, and now I'm contemplating. So using the last dregs of the paint, it's a bit of a weird close-up angle this, but using the last dregs of the paint that I've got, I'm creating another little mini cup so that I can try and get rid of that corner that I don't like. So I've ended up with about half a cup of paint there to do one last ribbon up this end. So you'll see there was a bit of a jump in the video there. I don't know what I was doing actually, but I left that to spread a little bit on the canvas while I was doing something. I could have done a time lapse, but you get the idea. The paint just spread around a little bit. I had a little bit of difficulty tilting this end piece because I was trying not to get the rest of the paint on the rest of the canvas to move too much, because I was really happy with the composition. So here it is all dried. I think I left it over 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks for this to cure. And what I've poured on there is Liquitex gloss varnish liberally poured on and massaged into the canvas really well. I think I ended up giving this 3 coats. I've only included the first one here just so you can get an idea about how I do it. So if you do pour this varnish on, you do need to make sure you tilt it off for a long time so that you don't get too thick a coat and it cracks. And here is the dried result with 3 coats of varnish and looking, if I do say so myself, absolutely fabulous. I hope she loves this painting as much as I do. Hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.